Even with the Coca-Cola wale, they were like quite close to Maharaji. And obviously all their jinni bhi family hagi, right from their grandfather, they were attached.
So Coca-Cola wale, just backstepping, they're basically, they're a family that were based near Rada Sahib originally. And they basically, they bought the Coca-Cola franchise into India from America with Sant Maharaji's blessing. So, and then after the 84 attacks, anything American, I think Indira Gandhi took all American and British brands out. So Coca-Cola then became Campa-Cola. So obviously we know Campa-Cola, the Indian Coke. So that's basically that family. And they were like very, very attached to Rada Sahib. So like the building, the Pora Sahib building, and part of the main structure is actually funded and paid for by that family. So they were like very, very close to that. They still are even till today. And the family is extremely attached to Rada Sahib.
One of the boys, I mean, he's not a boy anymore. He's about 70 years old, and they were all born right in front of Maharaji. And he told me himself, we've got his recording as we interviewed him. And they were young, they were going back into the 50s. He was about just after Kenya, when Maharaji came back from Kenya. The whole family went to Kashmir, and he was about 3-4 years old, and they had 3 brothers and sisters. So they went to Kashmir. At that time, it was a rainy season. So what they done was they were in a boat house. They have boat houses in Kashmir, in Srinagar. So the whole family was in a boat house. They went for a vacation. And then what happened was, one early morning, they were 3 kids standing on the little bridge from the ground to the boat, and they were seeing the water pass by. And then what happened was, while they were standing there, one of his brothers, he slipped and fell in right into the lake. And the water was going quite fast, and then they were stunned as to what had happened. And they started to scream and all that. So mother came out, father came, ki hoya? Where's your brother? Thalle gir gaya. And then they didn't know what to do. They started to scream. Bhaiya ki ho gaya? Then they obviously had divers, and the people from the boat, they all ran into the lake and looked for him. Couldn't find him, nothing. And then they were so distressed. Then what happened was, that particular, during the day, then they came out from the boat and they moved into a hotel. And they stayed the night into the hotel. They said, we don't want to stay in the boat anymore. And back in Rada Sahib, Sant Maharaji telling the Gadwai, "Apa tyar ho, apa jana." There's no sort of way of communicating it in those days. Gadwai nu kehde, "Apa tu apna gaddi tiyar kar. We need to leave now." And this was about 2-3 o'clock. And Gadwai ne sara kuch tiyar kar liya, everything ready, gaddi ch ready kar liya. Kehde, "Jo tiyar ho gaya, let me know." Kehde gaddi ch baithe, sat in the car, started to drive. And Gadwai kehda, obviously we always go to Delhi or places like that, udle passe jado udhar nu gaddi jana, kehde apane udhar nu jana to Srinagar. Maharaji Srinagar, kehde haan bas udhar hi jana apane, man udharla ban gaya. Kehde they drove 7-8 hours. What happened was, they came and stood in the same grounds that where they were staying in the hotel. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੋਟਲ ਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਵੱਡਾ lawn ਬਣਿਆ, Maharaji sitting on the bench. They came out from the hotel, they saw Maharaj. What happened? Maharaj. And obviously the mothers, when they lose a child, things like that, ਜਾ ਕੇ ਉੱਚੀ Maharaj ਦੇ ਚਰਨ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਰੋਣ ਲੱਗ ਗਈ. Maharaj ਕਹਿੰਦੇ, ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਦੱਸਦਾ ਸਹੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ, ਹੋ ਕੀ ਗਿਆ? She couldn't talk. So the husband said, ਕਿ Maharaj ਜੀ ਏਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਬੱਚਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. Then he felt, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਲੱਭਣ ਦੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ Maharaj ਜੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਭਿਆ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ Maharaj ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਵਾਪਸ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ, no matter what. Maharaj ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਮਝਾਇਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਚਲਾ ਗਿਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ he's gone. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ, ਉਹੀ ਆਜੂ ਵਾਪਸ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਫਿਕਰ ਨਾ ਕਰ, ਉਹੀ ਆਜੂ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ Maharaj ਜੀ ਉਹੀ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹੀ ਆਜੂ ਵਾਪਸ, ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਫਿਕਰ ਨਾ ਕਰ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਦੇਖ ਲਓ ਸਰਪ੍ਰਾਈਜ਼ ਕਿ Maharaj ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੇ ਆਏ. ਐਂਡ ਬਿਕੋਜ਼ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਾਂ ਸੀਗੀ ਨਾ, she was like, Maharaj ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਭਗਤਨ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਜਨਮ ਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ. ਇੰਨੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ. ਇੱਕ ਬੰਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿਹਦਾ ਟੱਬਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਟੱਬਰ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ. just takes one only. ਉਹ ਸੀਗੀ. ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਛੱਡਿਆ ਸੀ ਨਾ, Maharaj ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਸਾਡਾ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਜਨਮ ਦਾ ਭਗਤ ਸੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਛੱਡ ਗਿਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫੀਲ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਛੱਡਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ. ਐਂਡ ਦੈਨ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਹੀ ਆਜੂ ਵਾਪਸ. ਐਂਡ ਦੈਨ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਹਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ, ਵੀ ਉਹ ਸਿਟਿੰਗ ਐਂਡ ਟਾਕਿੰਗ ਬੈਕ ਇਨ ਦਿੱਲੀ. ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਬ੍ਰਦਰ ਆ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਗਏ Maharaj ਦੇ ਕੋਲ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬੀਬੀ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀਆਂ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰ ਲਈਆਂ, ਉਹੀ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀਆਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ? ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ Maharaj ਜੀ ਉਹੀ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੀਆਂ. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਉਹੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ. And obviously he's I think probably grandfather now.
Just